Can't sell my soul to myself, so I owe no one else when nobody helps. The hero dealt zero faces, appearing replaced by those stacked with favor. Lacking catered, rated, watered down saviors, played as entertainers. Tainted water, wishing tongue, washed clean, costing wasted steam to stray. Strings to play, a tune and sway the room. Hypnotized, vision tied the jester. Riddled eyes measured, mesmerized, resting lies to sleep. Silent cries to weep once the weekend ends as reasons bend to excuses. Expending loose ends, spent on silver stitching, spent on gilded, wishing wells, fitting failures by the penny, pride from empty pockets. A friendly hostage held in nonsense through melting prices, smelting problems together. Piling up the ladder, entrusting data, enough to matter to mocking chatter. Rocking boat from plank or rope to hang or escape from flame, cape from slain crusades. Trained to blame the forgettable form, warrior born to perform but ignore commands. So with swords for dancing, damn the trance on tramps like him. Advancement slim but a chance to win against the odds, attempting rise to risk. The mind's at risk of finding bliss and madness, wishing balance to bend on beam. Full head of steam to dreams of freedom from needing a needle of medicine. To send them back to the well full of change, a hell of a chance to change places with pennies in pockets.
Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile.
Black tuxedo, dapper down, asking how I got here. No idea, oh I hear I don't fit in. I'm noticing the party paid with sin. I'm painted in the scene where grass is marble. Modern marvel post-mortem. Pour up the Molotov, cornered in to talk it off. Should've walked out the door. Around the clock I can't afford to bore the crowd. Of course it's loud in a place so pretentious. I overstepped and neglected investments, so I'm in a vest pretending I meant it. Restraining my demented demeanor, the sentence of diva to do my dirty work. Dancing dirty bird, don't ask who flirted first. The furnace burns all the same, earnest earnings yearning for a name. Cursey to Calypso, promising bliss forever, just a seller selling a myth. Hell in the midst of the masquerade, masters play anonymous. Activate my common sense, actually blame my curious mind. Serving its time, determine the crime in the courtyard. Our courtyard to the corners of correction. I brick and mortar the entrance. Thanks for supporting the ending. I've avoided offending far too long. Marching on to the next event that half expect me to behave. Teasing of grace, a toast to get in touch of living up to living righteous. Giving priceless partners to partners impartial to punishment. I'm done with it, I've done enough. I run the risk of losing my morals. Being glued to the form of photogenic, prone to mimic a martyr. Ribbons on all the fictional prizes and players. Driving me crazy, dressed like they made me tame. Tragedy stricken, babbling on the last sip of blue ribbon. Who slipped in humid dripping, dry to druggy tripping. Ugly misfit, misunderstood, missing a clip of cartridge. Mixed till nauseous, midnight cost us the morning. Wrist might miss the caller warning. All aboard, all in formation. All in poor taste, poor to erase. Poor faith in escaping the rat race. Facing a bad case of batter up, batter down. Matted black, battered matador. Patent addict before, tragic to prefer the latter pattern of bore. Had to withdraw, handled with care, hand in hand with lacking the flair. Back up from snare to snagging here like mama did. My promise is broken, not proud as can be without an hour to foresee a fortune. Heart coursing in torso, also felt in tempo. Help the bells resembling hindsight, but it's calming. And 9 times it is palmed under warm weather, muttered 4-letter forget it. I'm 4-legged poor, begging for more leverage as leaves fall, more reddish to blush. The fetish of lust, my medicine bust, my head in a rush, I'm tethered from rust. Run around till dust settle and dust darken, crutched walking in mud. Took off in the bloodshed, unfed, undead, unread prophecy. Unsaid rock ballad to balance the beast. The palette to piece the picture pretty at least. Easily tease the tee up a crowd pleaser. Back around feet meet the plate with metal forks. A better metaphor for y'all. A full order to fall in order. I'm calling order. I caught the water, not a drip. Innocent, not a chance. In a sense, I can't save ya. A track paper, I try to oblige to the blind, to cry to the sky, striving to find the words worth babbling. Gilded glass, less reflective, left to reflect on craftsmanship. Protect the pastures, tip to pause and matches flick, causing a strict stop from outshining the sun. Outrunning the gun, outlining the lungs with tar. Rum the gums, funded lump sum to understudy. Understood? Done with money, deemed dummy, fiend funny. Down the hatch, past the sunny side. Asked to numb the dive to cold water. Hold all the garner gumption, part of something, part of me partially crushing. I'm Cruella, who dealt the bell of the ball of beauty, selling it all truthfully, toothless, assuming we doofus. A rumor eluding the ruthless, tooting, hooting horns. Human form, faulty born, falling from warm covers. Torn lovers, door to door, others adore the warm gutters. Avoiding ruckus, avoiding voices to toy the mutters. Noise and muzzles, boy the man, enjoy the hustle. A choice to duck or buck the bull, the cup is full. It's up to toes with luck and souls, trusting boulders bind to erosion. I've chosen a golden craft, alchemy mask is more to make a fast fasten assassin. Crab apple and bag is rotten. Raggedy moccasins mocking him crafty, rocking him tacky, tongue in cheek, wrapping him up in heat. Laugh it up to see I'm lacking company to go where no one goes. To open doors, close to those holding back. Bold attack to older tactics, tacky to my wacky wisdom. Plastic prism passing pity through. I knitted you a vision glue. The distant moons is visible to view of my darkest hour. A coward barking to a tower, arson, allowing officers a skybox to climb rocks behind locks of crime. Really, a dime city, the millie a rhyme, killing the city. Hind legs on a villain, high res on the ceiling. Building a fitting room for grinning soon to be king, proving to bring the ring to the craftsman. Down the rabbit hole, down the antidote, around the merry-go, there we go again. Tired of making sense of men suspended from bending time, rejecting a demigod. I did it now, bit the hand, double dipping sand, rub it in the skin. Trouble slipping into simple man sipping ignorance. See the difference is in dividends, dividing the pie, invited into my eyes, devising a plot of demise, clouding the rise to clouds, surprising the ground with presence of severed feathers. Several measures missing the mark, double distance in dark, muzzle misery, a part of lovely sympathy, hardship missing the boat. Ribbon and bow, rip it in half, stitches and cast, scissors in hand. This is the plan to paint it pretty. Ain't it silly to dilly dally with daisies daily to aid the trail to nowhere? Paid the fare with oh well, might as well. Finders keepers, finders fee with bleachers cheering. Relief for fear and encampment all together. Paired the same, parry sword, nailed to stain. Very sore loser, barely born, due for buka, bazooka, bubblegum. A tomb to dump them in, a rule of thumb to sin. They grew a double chin to chuckle more and tuck it in the sucker to pin a prize on pony. Arrived to lonely with bony phony friends that codepend on me pretending to smile. If it's all predestined, then why am I guessing my future? Gypsy highs align with Medusa, tricking my mind with seducers. Too secluded to refuse the muse's music, moving to the rules of resting soundly. Testing how he best the jesters, mouthy clowner proudly, playing the fool. Cloudy, stay in the pool, surround me days to a drool. Around the clock, entertained by the sway of the hand. Hypnotized, play of the band, wishing I'm able to stand and march, not stand and watch. Camelot, not a fan of rocking chair, watch and stare. A process fair, the wearing wealth, prepared to help a snare, find a belt to a beat. If it's selfish to be the orchestrator, I'll afford a favor to play the horn for makers, a form of trade to taste the silver. I'm chasing familiar pillars of strength to build a gilded, guilty grand hill, hard to fill with a worthy heart to steal, impartial to steal, rusting the brass trumpets. The cast rustic, the last straw must have been plucked on the last call. Fast forward past all the horsing around, tormented the clown, forced metal to crown, cornered to ground zero, with no heroes found, fearing how to appear proud with the clown nose and brown clothes as they sound roped in by the show, hoping I don't show emotion to the roll of the drums when the moment comes to jolly a jig. A problem to dig too deep with the wig on top, the list don't stop, can't miss a hop, skip the process that I'm boxed into apocalypse. Where the clocks don't tick and the glocks don't stick, I'll be hollow quick. Now hide my wit and try to quit my quick to chase a chance to change my range of control. Outranged by the hold of gravity, pose rabbit and hold rabbit the mole, rabbit the rats. Latch to glass around the beach, around the clock it's bound to drop like hurting for clown, hurting the mouth with the smirk. Broken wings and broken dreams I hope to see and hold of me, with better habits, better nails and hoping caskets. Ship is sailed on hoping matches, hope it outlasts the last task of treading red in water. Headed toward the warden's headquarters, awaiting the silent night, fading to faulty light bulb, too hot to tighten. Two peas in a pod, too even to decide, a victor or victim, a mixture of hidden recipes embedded next to me. A dead end road to send down cold, overboard, folding before four reach the board. A decent act of beaching the backtrack to meet relaxed leisure. Reefer lab deep in gas, ashes on the sand, crash landing hall is planned. Calling hard giants to stand barefoot to compare roots in the grand scheme of it all. Dandelions green and ball, greed and seed sent to fall farther from father. Dollars, collars and commas to separate the pets from people. Dressed as evil, desert eagle finds the leap to lethal reaper equalizer. Be advised to find horizons through shaded visor, as razor blades are raising higher. Racing the fighter on the final sign from bell. Spiral line from hell, time will tell, so tighten up. Tidy up the screws in the cell. Blue the palette, move the tally, who to rally, prove them wrong. Fluent in all the who say, they say, woosah, okay, hoopla, no way, cue my music. Chew my spinach and spin it twisted, till reminiscing over missing screws was misconstrued as confused, gloomy news. I glue my grooves back together, now hit the switch. Set the scene on the seafloor, dream on a detour. Leave the door open, please. She's overseas, I'm lonely now and then. How and when will it end well? What's the intel or motive of ocean? Pulling me down, rolling in waves, stolen from grace, cold in this place of solitude. I'll follow you of whole is home to Holy Ghost. Just hold me close when comatose, coals to toes. Approaching slow, then ropes me in. I'm holding in a heavy heart, bending parts of my bird cage. If my soul could fly, where soldiers cry and go to die, I roll my boat and pull aside to save a life. Can't save myself, I blame myself, I pray for death. Now watching steps and holding breath. I owe a debt, so I sold my sane. I grow from pain. I overthink, then overdrink. On the brink again. Roll the rink around where Reaper reached me. Decent beast only meets beauty in a movie. I'm moving to capture cameras high. Candid alibi, add a lie to the list, to the missing mystery abyss. A bit too bold. Who told you to tell it for me? Expected warning, you'll regret the morning. I bet it all, bid it all, did it all for her. I don't know a thing, not a no, not a string. Just knots and web from wings struggling. Rings fumbling with taking hold of anything. Told a lot of things but holding none. Rewarded for nothing, wondering if something's brewing. A storm, a reborn, redo diligence. Proved innocence from truth in the bends of breaking points breached and reached over. Can't speak over secrets kept from you and I. Glued to trial and error, vials bearing burning serum. Clearing drums cue to hum a tune. Tongue in cheek, glove the meek and mild temper tempting wild. Empty vials breaking on rock bottom, making the mop torn to shreds. Morning bed shaded dark, replacing part of the daybreak. Heart aching, replay stakes are high. Makes facade vacant to form a love. Boarded up to strangers, chalk it up a favor from seeing the true colors. Blue as midnight, assume the best type of facial function. Laced in assumptions, replacing the dust on former belongings, longing to linger. Darting on pieces of soul, feeling recent but old. The decency to uphold a sideways smirk. The driveway's dirt where highways search for traffic. Force of habit is a course of action for endorphins dancing. Adorn answered, canceling plans for guests. Or guessing games pressing the issue. Resting past noon, regretting avenues of misadventures. Risking endeavors, devastating expectations. A breath of patience, brief as grief, leaving a reasonable mind behind the present tick of time, predicted divine. Vindictive as crimes, unintended, indebted to bedtime stories, fed for me to sleep through a nightmare. To fight fair and bite the bullet from the right opponent at the wrong moment. All warranted, it was self-deprecating, hesitant peasant festering on the faulty fingertips. Lacking grip, acting stuck to shoulders. Up the boulder, over hill to overhear heroics are ego-driven. The tears are given a break from the seal. Tap dance, dusty worn shoes on top of the world. Bag full of stolen roses, all because of a girl. Dance with a demon, spotlight drops down in a whirl. Damn, from the ceiling, I must have lost my referral. When will it dawn on me with all to see? Call to bring the light to center stage. Now in a rage, tear the page. I'm prepared to pay the price, but save advice for another day. Holidays come and go, bada bing, bada boom. Not a thing inside a room, not a word, not a turn from the hand of the clock. Antidote in box Pandora, toss and turn and floral. Burial ground, aerial bound, hair in mouth at a loss. Fair enough, coughing up the tar, up the handy, handed over twofold to the loophole, moving too slow. Rubik's Cube flow, Ruby Fool's gold. True's the last lie. Who was the last guy that had tested my destiny, regretting his alibi? Had to find a better lie to be believable. Deceive the easily detoured on the detour. East of the sunset, reaping the undead, releasing the restless. My deed is done, my feet are numb, my fingers callous on chalice is cold gold. Photograph fictional, I only last to the morning. Refill the omen, up the hill is lonely. Cut a deal with bony angel holding sight. It's only right, I hold my life to poltergeist pulling strings. Dulling to sleep, beholding my leap from leisured sway as demons slayed and grievance paid in full. Reclaimed in gold, in flames but cold. The pain is old, the rain is over. I mean the rain is over. No prayer to save them now. I stayed my ground and raised the ground above the crowd's view. Without a clue of my victory, news left in mystery, the humans left kissing the ground. Too witty, had my wits end. Blue City had a split road, hair pulling split ends, air pulling misbends to extend the vision. A lending hand, pretend it's missing a sentence to listen to myself. No help from voices pulling, appointments to dance to, and bulky boots soaking truth rooted rhetorical. More to do with morbid views, portioned of paper plates made to escape as planes in a child's plan to dream. Filed away in cream once plastic seems more tangible, manageable, man-made avenues that roundabout without doubting the circle, or circumstance to be calculated into a casualty circumference that fronts as freedom. Cluster dust in the wind, speeding by, season dry for a pinch portion. Position picky, licking scraps, picking teeth, distance from steeple steps. Neglected breath, lectured less from expecting less. Pressured mess, mistaken tidy. Might be scared of heights to see the sun above the clouds. Pouring down on mortal ground, horrid sounds of alarms in the morning. Armed with complacency, placing me as one of them. Running pen beneath the skin to reach an end to writer's block. Fighting flock with nose to the grind. Opposed to the line, waiting behind hind leg. High peg, pendulum pusher, head in the dirt. For pretty pebbles polished to please the flock. Like breeze to stock, a means to rock the boat. Impossible to tighten's hold on the heavens above. Message never received is love. Leaving mud at the door in bulky boots. Faulty hoops to rope in the bowl. Bow and ribbon blue, load to sleep to chew on the trough in the morning. We'll talk in the morning, but toss and turn throughout the night after I turn off the lights. Stacked against statistics, back against the white wall. Might fall through the floor, borderline, boarded up, bipolar schizo. So psychotic, died of the drug addict. Rode off, overdose of IVs below the shoulders. Poster child, lost boy, lost cause. Locked away in the white noise, white walls. Parents peering through the plated glass, had to see me in that position. Diaper on my dick, didn't have a pot to piss in. Nobody listened to the visions I hallucinated. Elusive days with no days off in the maze of mine. I picked away one piece at a time for some peace of mind. At least I'll find some comfort in this straitjacket. So suicidal, doctors strap me to the stretcher as they lecture life lessons of living freely, heavily medicated. Message never registered, so sedated. Driven mad by solitary confines. No one to confide in, to find a friend to relate to. Escaping reality on the regular. Messing up my chance to go outside with the well-behaved overdose to statue. Only open my door to feed. At least I have something to puke up after instead of gasping a dry heave. As I believe I'm broken, grieving, hopeless, deep in ocean. Drowned in the 80 hours I spent awake straight. Too afraid to face my nightmares. Might spare myself some sorrow if I fight sleep till tomorrow. 50 days, 50 nights without my mind, without a sign from Jesus to piece this puzzle back together. Tranquilizer, safety measures till I take a dive to taste the floor from passing out, standing up. Asking how I'm handling my stay at asylum, like vacate to an island. But my iris is vacant, pupils too dilated to leave on the lights. They say I'm leaving tonight, I seem to be sane enough. They want me back to work in a week, while my employer asks me why I never speak. Like it's biased to be by myself when no one seems to believe I'm falling apart at the seams. Falling farther from dreams, dreading my need to be human. Between breathing and puking, the pain I've been using to push through, without trusting who's in my reflection, when my own brain uses deception, proving I'm destined to drown in the sounds of voices and visions of demons demanding to leave my body behind. Clouding my eyes, the doubt in my cries are tied to burning alive. No one believes what I feel inside my mind, peeling my skin and bleeding my eyes to the hell that I held inside. Failed to find bliss in being hopeless, holding on to nothing because somewhere something would mock me broken. So I locked my emotions away where no one could say a word that would process as a word. Just nonsense and absurd, so everyone else is crazy. So you made me a martyr, the father of the fallen that fall in the category of psychotic.
People like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers and say that's the bad guy. No? All I make you, you're not good. You just know how to hide. Me, I don't have that power. So say good night to the bad guy.
Life's a bitch to the mouth of Kronos. I suppose a toast with the Holy Ghost is due. I cope the blues with arrogance. Apparently I'm a parody of a poltergeist that rolls the dice and rolls the Royce with the choices of a challenger on a balance board. Callous hands that understand the test of time is a recipe for disaster. Rescue me from the pastor who doesn't practice to preach and acts like a beast with tassels unleashed. I tackle the lies and laugh at the blinded, reminding my light is guided through signs flying through space as I base on a planet, replicated through resurrection and resonates in my severed veins, several frames out the picture, out of scripture, too cryptic to crack. I stripped it to nothing, I'm living for nothing, uplifting, erupting, reliving my bluff of tough talk, duck, goose games. Lust does me in every time, anytime, plenty plights of empty vices, tempting crisis, pretending nice, lending advice to victims that bite the bullet. My condolence, so sorry.